He doesn't just walk up to people and talk to them like they've been his friends forever. Whereas I am an extrovert, and I do that. I've not met a stranger. It doesn't bother me to walk up to people and start to strike up a conversation with them. So it makes it difficult for people when you walk in that nobody attempts to make an effort towards you. You feel segregated. You feel isolated. You feel alone. Or have you ever been excluded from something? You knew an event was coming up, or you knew a party was going on, or you knew something was happening, but you didn't get invited. Or you walk into the classroom and you see this group over here talking and they don't ask you to sit with them, or you go to the lunchroom and there's a group sitting over here and you know them and you've spoken to them individually maybe a time or two or here or there, but they act like they don't even see you, like they don't even know who you are. How does that make you feel whenever that happens? Things like that happen every day. Every day things like that happen, even at church. It's a shame that people will walk in our doors, and we're pretty good about it here, but I've been at churches, I've been to churches, I've been a visitor to a church. I walk in the door, and I have went to a church, honestly, I went to a church, sat down, and left after the message. Stayed there for the whole time, and left, and not one person ever spoke to me that entire time. At a church where they're supposed to be anxious to receive people, they're supposed to be anxious to meet your needs and to minister to you, I went that entire service and not one person spoke to me. That's disappointing. People get comfortable though. They get comfortable in where they're at and what they're doing. They know the routine. They know when they come in, they're going to sit in this seat or in this pew, and they know that they're going to sing these 3 songs, and then they're going to have the offering, and they're going to sing one more song, and then the preacher's going to come up and he's going to preach, and then they're going to have an altar call, and then they're going to go home, and they're going to eat fried chicken, and that's their whole day. They know it. They've got it memorized, back and forth. They don't like the things that interrupt those. They don't like for change. They don't like for somebody they walk in and they start walking to their seat, and there's a new person in my seat. Nobody told them that was my seat. I've been sitting there for 15 years. People are afraid of change. They're afraid of things that upset their apple cart. But we're supposed to be the body. We ask Christ to forgive us of our sins and help us in our daily lives and to be a part of His family and to be a part of the things that He is doing. But yet, we don't want to be a finger or a toe. We don't want to be the mouth or the ears. We don't want to do something as the body. And it shouldn't have to be that way. Jesus was always welcoming, no matter what. He went to, Jesus was always buffeted or annoyed or whatever other kind of word you want to use in that synopsis. You love my words, don't you, Jordan? He was always given a hard time by the Sadducees and the Pharisees. They're the ones that were always trying to pick a fight with him. They were always trying to trip him up and make him look stupid. And it never worked, but they were always trying to do that. But then one day, one of the Pharisees invited him over for dinner. Now, if you're at school and there's this person who's always aggravating the crap out of you, just always bugging you and always trying to pick a fight with you and always trying to get on your nerves and just being mean to you on a regular basis, always trying to get you in trouble or whatever the case may be, all of a sudden they come up to you and say, hey, why don't you come over and eat tonight? What the? You're going to think, you're probably going to be like, oh, I'm not going up here. You're going to be apprehensive, you're going to put up your guard, you're going to be defensive. But Jesus is like, okay, sure, free food, I'm in. He was there.